welcome back to Tiomara, the age of the Prometheus. Woo woo.
Woot.
We
Boat
begin in
ride.
Castlevania. Last session, you guys arrived at the city, and it was crazy because there was like flying contraptions and like car-like vehicles and tons of people, and it was wild. And then you needed to go pick up supplies, so you went to the store, got into some shenanigans at the store, left the store, accidentally knocked somebody over who just happened to have stolen the purse of one Mrs. Fowl, a notable lady within the town, and wife to Mr. Fowl of Fowl Industries, who makes basically all of the flying machines and cars in the city. So like super big
And not
corporation, and not evil.
Apparently.
I'm not evil. Not evil. Fowl as in FOW, like the bird, because I was alluding to Mrs. Peacock, okay? But I didn't want to outright say it. And you got invited to a masquerade where you all arrived. I believe Daga wore a child's mask and was scaring everybody and making everyone really uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure Boreas also went with an owl mask on top of your owl face. Is that how it went?
Yes.
Sounds about right. And then I don't remember what he did. I straight up,
I just don't even remember.
I don't remember. I have the memory of a goldfish.
I did the creepy
so
doll
therefore
face.
It was a goldfish.
Yes. The only thing I remembered was Daga's creepy doll thing because it was hilarious. And you guys fraternized, met some people, and Mrs. Fowl walked off to get some information for you all about a way to make your ship fly. I remember that. And upon her return, she fell down the stairs and was dead. Poisoned.
Dead.
We ended after you all picked up a note that said, "You have ruined me, body, mind, and soul, and you will pay," which was in fact the murder weapon, the poison, which you identified immediately by getting poisoned. And then Mr. Green stood up and punched Mr. Fowl in the face. And that is where we begin. Immediately, chaos erupts around the room. Partygoers are screaming. Mr. Fowl is on the ground with Mr. Green just like holding his shoulders and like shaking him. So what do you guys do?
Well, I mean, separate the two, because there's no time for fighting in this time right now.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
They have commoners. Yeah, they have commoner stats, so it should be pretty easy.
Just strength.
So he picks them up and accidentally kills them.
How does a 14 do?
If I can find a D20, that's a D12.
Just roll a D12, it's fine. They're basically the same.
You're not wrong. That was a 2. So you like pick them up by like the scruff, like you do with
I'll
Daga.
pick each of them up if I can.
Oh, you absolutely can. You're a Warforged. You're super tall. And Mr. Green is just screaming incoherently, and Mr. Fowl is like, "My word, I never, you rotten son of a bitch! I bet you were the one who killed her." And Mr. Green is like, "I would never. I loved her, unlike you, you fool!" And they're just like dramatically screaming at each other.
And I'm just gonna stand there silently, holding them apart.
Eventually, they kind of like calm down, like cats do when you hold them by the scruff for a while, and then they just become resigned to it, and they just kind of go limp. Hi, Stuart. And they both turn to look at you and are like, "Will you please put us down?"
Are you going to continue fighting?
Verbally sparring, maybe, but At this point, I think we've about punched it out.
Okay. But also be warned, if the verbal sparring goes too far, duct tape will be implemented.
They just glare at you.
Vega is glaring too because wanted to fight.
And I will gently set them down.
I was placing bets.
Colonel Mustard has walked up and is at this point, just like, oh my word, my heavens, who did this? Okay, we gotta close everything down. Everything's closed. What was the voice I used for him last time?
Heck if I know.
Yeah,
Like a colonel, like,
right now,
"Ho-ho!"
one of them is like,
Good
oh,
show.
yes, that's what it was. Good
Teddy
show, old chap. Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. And he's like, okay, all of the doors need to be shut. This is now officially a murder scene. We need to get this figured out.
Yeah.
Everybody, okay, everybody come around now, everybody come around. And everybody just like looks around like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, who, what? And eventually, he clicks a button because he is in fact in charge of security here, and all of the doors slam shut and lock.
I thought you were saying he's in charge of security and the doors.
And the doors specifically. He's like, alrighty, well, odds are, whoever killed Mrs. Fowl with this foul poison, pun not intended, is still within this room. Now, I know we all here know her and have had some history together. Except for, and he turns to you three. You three! You.
Yeah. I look around.
You've never worked with Mrs. Fowl before, which means you are objective observers.
Oh, I thought he was going to say we did it.
Interesting logical leap.
I was getting ready to defend myself, and then I go, oh.
Okay.
It could not have been you, because this is clearly a murder of passion and intent based on this, the murder weapon. And he holds up the note. Therefore, you are the most apt to investigate.
Should you be checking that? Should you be checking that?
He immediately lets go and is like, oh. No, he has gloves on.
Okay.
So, do you know how to conduct a proper investigation? He looks
I
specifically
slide
at
down.
you.
No.
I have faith in your sleuthing abilities, given that you stopped a crime from occurring earlier today.
I'm glad
Matthews
word
got
of
you
that has
invited.
spread.
Well, I mean, clearly you wouldn't have been invited otherwise.
Very true. Well, I guess it's time to figure this out.
Seems like it.
So,
What do you want? What do you want to? What would you like us to do? And he just kind of like looks around at everybody.
Can we look at the note first?
Absolutely.
Let's ace attorney this. I click on the note.
take that.
Hold it.
The note enhances on your screen and like comes right in front of your face. No, I'm just kidding. The note seems to be. Or roll me an investigation check. This is D&D. Not just gonna give you answers.
I think our only logical choice here too is to have everybody write a note and then have Hank analyze the handwriting.
Yeah, he's the computer, you know?
Yeah.
I got a 14.
With a 14, you can tell that this note was scribbled quickly. It is very sloppy. The writing is smudged in a couple of places. Even the last letter is kind of barely legible. And it appears to be a kind of rapidly put together note. In examining the poison itself, it appears to have lost some of its potency at this point, and you get the feeling that it is evaporating and was not intended to be on there for very long.
It's just straight poison. It's not like magical in any way.
Not that you can tell. No.
Can I roll to see if I know what kind of stationery it was written on?
Absolutely.
I got a 5. Looks like paper.
You do notice in the corner the Foul Industries stamp.
Can I tell what quality of pen this was written with?
Oh, really fancy one.
Really fancy pen. Okay.
Really fancy.
Can I tell if this place just completely uses fancy pens, or?
You get the vibe that this is a fancy pen kind of place.
Thought I was onto something.
You were close.
Everyone show their hands because there's smudges on it. Maybe they have ink on their hands. And Dega looks the creepiest right now. Maybe they'll listen to her because they wandered away.
She walks up and everybody's like, "Oh God!"
And I walk up and stare up at faces, and then tilt my head every single time to every person.
Can you give me a perception check as you do this to see how many people you notice with ink on their hands?
10.
You notice a couple of people that appear to have ink on their hands. One is a young lady in a black gown who is actually carrying a notepad and paper, and she pushes her glasses up as you approach, and then you do your creepy thing, and she's like, "Whoa!" And you see a little bit of smudging on her left hand. And then the other one is Dr. Violet, who you had met earlier. He is currently dressed as a cat, and he lifts his hand up and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And the woman just seems eerily calm. She's like, all right.
It's her.
And then she kind of looks at you all, and she's like, Did you not think that maybe the person who did this would be smart enough to wash their hands? This is a fancy party, after all.
Not at all. Never occurred to us.
You just blew my mind.
I'm just saying, you can't narrow down your suspect list just based on who has ink on their hands.
Can I do a dexterity roll to swoop down and take the notebook out of her hands?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then I want to see if there's a ripped page in it. I got a 12.
Let me do... Yeah, she got an 8.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
you open it to see if there's any ripped, torn edges.
As you flip through, you don't notice anything particularly torn or quickly ripped off, but you do notice the handwriting is very different from what you were seeing on the note. It is not quite so slanted and hurried. She has very kind of curly, very very precise handwriting. And I bet you thought you could get an answer just by having everyone write something down. I should have you know, and she pushes up her glasses, that this technique has proved to be a lie. Used for television.
Okay.
Seduction.
I pull out my crossbow and start threatening everyone.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding.
Dear God.
Hank's losing it!
I merely wish to point out errors that are being made in your so-called detective work.
okay, then you do it. And then I sit down just at her feet. I'd be like, hey, make her do it then.
She pushes her glasses up her nose again. I mean, I would be happy to. Unfortunately, I am not an unbiased observer.
What bias do you hold?
I am Mr. Fowle's secretary.
Oh,
so
interesting.
So
how's that relationship?
I mean, and she kind of glances over to him and like looks back at you guys and looks over at him, and he's like doing this.
May I remind you, you are under oath.
She looks to Daga and is like,
Daga pulls out a knife.
Yeah, that's somehow as big as I am.
She's like, all right, you don't need to threaten violence.
It wasn't threatening.
Mr. Fowle has been cheating on Mrs. Fowle for a very long time. Pretty much ever since they were married, really. And
with who?
With who? With and she points and
Daga points the knife.
Dressed in red, and she is like, and she just glares, and she's like, you were always jealous of me and my relationship with Mr. Fowle. I knew you lusted after him, you little slut. And she like walks up and slaps her. The drama.
No way.
It's too good.
You two are suspects. Go stand in opposite corners, please.
Top of the list.
Miss Scarlet goes off with Mr. Fowle, and they just start like making out in the corner.
No.
So I go and I quickly pick him up, cat style again.
Mr. Green is like, you fucking bastard! How dare you make out with someone 5 minutes after your wife died?
I pull out a roll of duct tape.
And he immediately shuts up. What do you do next for your investigation?
Well, since we're with Miss Scarlet, what were you doing?
What was I doing?
What were you doing the night of the murder?
You mean 5 minutes ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Why, I was, of course, on the arm of one Mr. Fowle.
Gross.
So
He was introducing me to Dr. Violet, someone he used to work with many, many years ago.
Objection. Because I was bothering Mr. Fowle. And
That's true.
It's true.
Our guy, I forgot his name, but our prissy boy, was talking to Mr. Violet about science.
Correct. You are correct. Bartholomew pipes up. I concur. I was the one speaking with Mr. Violet, and I didn't see Miss Scarlet anywhere. And she just like whips her head around, and she's like, how dare you accuse me of lying?
May I remind you, you are under oath.
I never took such an
Ship
oath.
rules.
This
You've never
is
been
not-
on the sea. This is legal ship court now.
This is not a ship. This is a skyscraper.
Same difference.
No, they're very different.
As a first mate, same difference.
May I direct your view towards Daga and her large knife?
And I know I was
Fine.
thinking knife and I clattered against the first one.
Where did she keep getting them?
I was off in the bathroom.
Where is the bathroom?
Can you prove it?
Personal problem, okay? That I'd rather not discuss.
She was laying an egg.
Seems unlikely.
I'll have you know, I was dealing with this, and she whips off her mask and points to this like giant ass zit on her.
Gross.
She's like, I am disgusted, and I was trying to keep my privacy secret, but I have been dealing with this all night, and it is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And she starts crying.
Drama.
Interesting. Well, next.
Well, this is awkward.
We just talked about Mr. Violet. Let's go to him next.
Yeah,
There you go.
But he was
Your
talking.
color, what were you doing?
Your color, what were you doing?
You're a color.
Poison
Me?
seems like something a smart person would be able to make.
I was talking to Bartholomew. The whole time.
Have you ever made poison before?
Who has? I mean, never.
Interesting.
I mean, of course I have. I'm
Fair
a scientist. A lot of what I can make is poison. I don't use it as poison, but a lot of, like, if you drank a bunch of gasoline, like, yeah, that's gonna be poisonous.
Have you made poison that evaporates?
Roll an insight check.
21.
He is absolutely sweating, and he's like, I mean, yeah, a lot of poisons evaporate, pretty quickly.
He's also about to lay an egg.
Mr. Green comes stomping up as you guys are interrogating Dr. Violet, and is just like, this is ridiculous. You are wasting time when you could be finding Mrs. Fowle's murderer, which is clearly Mr. Fowl. Mr. Fowl is the only one with a motive here.
What if... I put my hand on his shoulder. What if, though, you did it, and it was an accidental mix-up, and now you are just trying to frame someone?
I would never. I loved that woman. If there was even a chance that she could have been hurt, I would never have done such a thing.
Go sit in the corner, please.
No, what? No. I'm gonna take this investigation over myself.
Please do. we are literally getting nowhere.
And Admiral Mustard pipes up and he's like, nope, we're not gonna do that. Mr. Green, you are clearly addled in the mind. This is a job for impersonal perspectives. Impersonal perspectives. Now,
how about, can we look in that office quick?
Absolutely,
can we go upstairs
you can.
to the office?
Yep, absolutely.
I go to the scene of the crime.
Colonel,
and I go,
I don't know why I...
places right now. And then I fly up the stairs.
And as we're going, I just go, Colonel, I don't know why I trust you, but keep everyone in the room, even though you are still a suspect.
Why, of course! I would never let anyone leave.
We come back and everybody's murdered.
He's like, I don't know who did it.
I did it, but I'm abiding by this law.
Okay, you guys enter the office of one Mrs. Fowle. It is immaculate. There is a bookshelf off to the side. There is a wall with certificates on it showing her master's of business and her PhD in mechanical engineering. Yeah. And her desk has numerous papers scattered across it.
Let's check the papers first. But maybe we shouldn't touch them. Any more papers?
As you scan the desk, looking at papers, you do notice a notepad with a piece of paper ripped out. And it is on the correct letterhead.
Interesting. So... I don't know what that means.
Is there...
You're the computer!
Is there what?
Is there like a pen nearby it?
Absolutely.
Who has access
Are
to
we-
this legal pad?
Mrs. Fowl. She killed herself.
Is this usually a locked room?
Looking
Admiral
for signs
Mustard.
of breaking in.
I was gonna say Admiral Mustard just came with you, or no, he stayed back. Who came with you guys? Who did you want to have come with you guys to explain things?
I mean,
No.
we didn't think that far ahead. Who should I run back and get real quick?
Yeah, we should get that the secretary.
Yeah, she.
Yeah,
She just seems like a gossip.
Smart.
Yeah, what was her name?
Mrs. White.
Okay, okay. I was wondering. Okay, I'm trying to get all my characters.
Oh, I thought where's Black? Okay. There's no character named Mrs. Black.
Correct.
Okay, I'll run down and point at her and say, "You, upstairs."
Me? Of course you need me. The investigation would be
I don't
fruitless
want her
without.
anymore.
And she starts coming up the stairs.
I don't
Wait,
have
can I
lungs or
go?
anything, but you can just see me sigh heavily as if all the oxygen is coming out of my body.
She comes up the stairs and is like, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Are offices normally locked after hours?
No. Not during galas. Mrs. Fowle frequently likes to bring people up here to show off her many awards, and she points to one of the bookshelves that's just like covered in awards for like best inventor and shit like that. I'm not gonna make up a bunch of awards right now. My brain's too slow.
Best inventor 7 times, and they just kind of vary it a little bit.
Exactly. Most original idea. I don't know.
Most original
Station.
invention.
Mm-hmm.
Can we? God, because I don't have like anything that can like dust for clues.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can investigate. This is D&D. Investigation checks are always a thing.
I want to investigate
Can we open
anything
drawers?
short, like
Okay.
under table height, or
Okay.
anything interesting.
I'll take the
Got it.
above
Is there
table height.
Waist or below her, I got a 9.
And Boreas, what are you taking?
I'm gonna try to open drawers.
14 for above.
14 for above. You notice on one of the bookshelves there is a figure that is like it's one of the trophies, and then it's like it's a figure, and then it's like best inventor, and it looks to be just a little bit crooked compared to the rest of them.
Well, I gotta go straighten that.
And as you're doing this, Boreas and Dega, Boreas, you're like tugging at drawers. Most of them open. There's just like stationery, notebooks, typical desk stuff. And then you come upon one drawer that is locked. And Dega, it's right at your height. So I feel like you two both were like reaching for it and pulled, and it was locked.
I start shaking it.
I will remind you that you did find a key on Mrs. Fowle's body.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody smarter gets the key. I'm still shaking it.
Dega, put your knife in it.
Great idea.
As you guys were stabbing a desk, Hank turns and like straightens up the statue, and the bookshelf just slides to the side, and there is a large door.
I am
behind the
shocked.
bookshelf.
Hank is just completely baffled because I was just going to fix something.
I know, it's wild.
Never would have guessed.
Super original. Yeah.
Mind blown.
I know.
We'll use the key on the drawer quick.
You open the drawer and you see a green folder sitting within.
I know who did it.
Green. Green. Let's open the folder before we open the door, just in case. Just in case we can't come back.
Just in case it's like a.
You open the folder, and as you scan through, it's a lot of numbers. So I feel like Hank is probably the one to like start putting things together. It's a list of accounts that have money that is being slowly funneled off of them into a separate account with that is listed under the names Mrs. Fowl and Mr. Green.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. So the affairs are going both ways, and she's trying to escape.
Is there like an angry investor at this meeting? At this party?
Right.
Who noticed this?
Within the files as well, you see a note about some amazing discovery as well that she has scribbled quick down. She's like, it just is like a quick note. I figured it out. We're gonna be rich.
Figured it out.
And that's
Also, do we see anywhere a potential note for somebody who can make our ship fly? Not that I'm trying to get away from this murder mystery, but I just want to see if she held up her end of the bargain.
You see actually an address book that's listed out that has names of contacts that she has, and one of them is the Fowl Industries flying ship manufacturers, like head person.
Yeah. I'll just copy that down real quick.
Just jot that. I was gonna say, yeah.
Can I make like a intelligence roll? Does it look like she's trying to eventually buy, like she wants to start a new company with Green with this new invention, or is she trying to like buy out the other guy?
It looks like they have together been working to build up a fund so that they can run away together and start their own company.
Okay.
Rival.
So just completely detached from this one. Green, white, red. Peacock's blue, right?
Yep.
Like, technically?
Yes.
Mustard. Green. How many pieces are there in?
Did you get purple?
Yeah, I just got him.
Okay. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think there's 6.
Okay. I'm like, are we just like completely ignoring someone?
Wait.
No, it's 6. It's 6. That's what I have written down.
I trust.
That's what I have written down. So if it's more than 6,
I'm gonna go fact check.
But,
how many playable characters?
So they wrote, "You ruined me."
There are 6.
So it can't be Green, for sure. Unless she was also siphoning out money from him. Just somehow. So Green is clear. When the door when that bookcase slid open, what did the secretary do? Did she look surprised?
Not at all. She's cool as a cucumber.
So she still maybe could have done it. But I think she's too much of a gossip. She probably would have just said something. She told us that one. She told us the other one was cheating pretty fast.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
And pointed at a specific person. Like it wasn't like he's having an affair. He's having an affair with her.
It's a dramatic call out.
Not at all subtle. We don't do subtlety here.
Never.
I really ants. Sorry, there's an ant in my house.
Gross.
I know they keep coming back. with
Yeah,
my
they're
ant
all
traps.
over my place too, despite my ant traps.
Liquidate. Yeah. I don't think Mr. Mustard could or Colonel Mustard could do it. He seems like he just works there.
See, but that's what
But-
you think. But most of my games of Clue, it was Colonel Mustard.
That's only because
true.
Dad always played Colonel Mustard.
Fair. But it ends up being Colonel Mustard a disproportionate amount of times.
I thought it was Mr. the
with
Purple
the candles.
Mr. Plum.
Professor Plum, yeah.
Oh, Professor Plum.
Dr. Violet, excuse me. We don't use trade names here.
My bad.
It's Admiral Mustard, thank you. I couldn't do Colonel.
Admiral
We had a career
Relish.
Oh, I should have done Relish. Shit. Or Dijon. Oh, it's Admiral
Admiral
Dijon.
Dijon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
Stone
Saved
scrubbed mustard.
Yes.
All right, let's open that door. But we should send the Mrs. White out. I don't want her here anymore.
Yeah, she can go. I'll just be like, you can go.
Dismissed.
Well,
We
fine if you don't want my help.
You
in
were barely
solving-
any help. Get out of here.
I was incredibly
We have
helpful.
You said 3 words. Get out of here.
Fine. She stomps out.
So sassy.
through the door.
As you say this, do you reach for the handle?
Yes.
Yeah, with my little footsie.
With your little
Oh, your
footsie,
foot.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. Plus. I have like a +3 and it's 11.
You take 4 lightning damage
Oh.
as
just get-
electricity courses through your foot.
And then I fall to the floor like a dead bird. I ran into a.
And it's just like steam is coming off of you.
Yes. Don't touch the door.
Good to know. I'm like, I wasn't gonna. Can I
You were
poke
shaking the drawer a second ago.
Yeah. I was still trying to pry open locked drawers with a knife.
Sounds about right.
Do you take electric damage,
Yeah,
Pink?
I do.
Oh, okay.
But I'm also made mostly of wood and plastic. So I don't know technically
Yeah.
how that works.
Yeah, those are all grounding kind of things.
Yeah,
huh?
they're all insulators.
Maybe I'll let it give you advantage on
Okay.
saves against electricity.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I like that.
What was it, a dex save?
Yeah.
That's a bad one. That's an okay one. 15?
With a 15, you're able to just absorb the electrical charge and pull open the door.
Beautiful.
You've bested my electricity puzzle.
By cleaning up the ocean!
Yay! We're pro ocean in this house.
You know it! Let's go through that door!
Yes. Through the door is another room. This one is quite small. It's got like a lounge chair and a box of cigars. And it just seems like a place, a really chill place. There's a bar with glasses, and there is a blah, 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 safe in the wall to your right.
Does the safe
That's it?
look alarmed?
Give me an investigation check.
No, he looks pretty chill.
8.
Yeah, it looks really calm. It looks relaxed.
Fair.
Can I go out and look at the bookshelf?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything that has like a row of numbers, like and encyclopedias that are in a specific order.
Give me an investigation check.
I got a nat 1. I can't read.
You can't read. You can't read. You forgot how to read today.
Is there
Damn.
is there a list of like favorite drinks and then the drink thing mixes that are like numbered?
Give me an investigation check.
Well, that was a 2 on the die, so that's a 5.
You also forgot how to read.
I love it. My camera's really fuzzy.
It
There we
is.
go.
You fixed it.
Nope.
Did I forget how to read?
Let's find
Give me
out.
an investigation check.
Just to figure out if you can read.
Ooh, 17.
17. Dega
Dega can read for the
Dega
first time.
can read, but also does Dega care what's going on right now?
No, not at all. Wait, I want to read it, but not tell them.
So, what are you specifically trying to read?
Whatever they were.
You're reading like the liquor bottles, and there's like recipes for different drinks. But you're not really putting anything together. Like that looks like the safe. It has like a little keypad on it.
Uh-huh.
But it's numbers, and none of these things have numbers. They're all letters.
Okay, now
Does the safe look smashable?
Give me an insight check on the safe.
like I just want to know how long it would take.
Do you touch it? Do you touch it?
I guess 17 on insight.
I got a 15.
Do you touch it?
I first I want to know if it looks smashable.
I touch it with
15.
a knife. I go
Yeah,
to pry it open with a knife.
It looks smashable. Dega, as you do that, I rolled like shit. A tongue sticks out and teeth reach towards you. Roll initiative
Slash at
against
the tongue with my knife. Roll what?
roll initiative against this
Initiative.
mimic.
Dear God.
Of course, it's a mimic.
I got a dirty 20.
21.
11.
Hold on, I gotta write it down. Who got what again?
I got an 11.
I got
21.
Boreas? 21. And Boreas?
20.
dirty 20.
20? Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right for me. So I've been rolling tonight. Woot woot. Okay! That means Dega, you go first.
Yay. I slash at it with my knife. Just kidding. What actually? I have axes.
Use that axe. You can use a knife too if you want. You're
don't
allowed to have knives.
With
You're
my
allowed.
axe, 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits. Yep.
5 slashing damage.
Love it. It is not super happy about that.
Got a bloody tongue, bitch.
Yeah, you like snap off a piece of the tongue and it like spits at you and its tongue is like flying blood everywhere.
Ew. And then my I can rage for that bonus action, right?
Hell yeah, you can rage.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Boop, doop, doop. Is that meant? Let's see. Oh, I get advantage on strength checks. +2 melee.
Boop, boop.
That does nothing for me now.
Yeah, but on your next turn.
Okay. Next.
Next up is Boreas.
I'm going to do mimics actually have things inside them? Like, do they still? Okay.
They can. In my world, yeah.
Your world is
I'm gonna
stupid.
take my. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take my little slingshot and try to hit it.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Alright. I think it's only 1d4 plus something. I should have thought of this sooner. Because a d4 is way harder to find. Okay. It takes 5 damage.
Alrighty. It one of your stones flies forward and pokes it in the eye, and it goes and continues to salivate. Hank.
So gross.
Give me a dex. I'm catapulting a bottle of whiskey at it.
It's a 4.
Oh yeah, catapult finally hits.
Woo, woo, woo!
Let's go.
It's 'cause I'm
13
rolling like ass
damage,
tonight.
and it gets smacked in the face with a bottle of whiskey.
For how many damage?
13.
Damn! As your bottle smacks into it, it coughs and some papers spit out of its mouth.
Perfect.
Ooh.
And then it is going to fling its pseudopod towards you, because you were the last one to hit it, and you hit it pretty freaking hard. That is a 17.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Okay, I realized I didn't pull out my D8, so hold on.
Oh, you're taking your time with the D8s.
I
Come on,
know.
you're killing me.
I know, I'm really slow with the dice.
Why don't you have your dice out?
Freaking Lord. I keep getting so many texts
your dice
from
should be
people that I work with,
always
and I'm
out.
like, just do your job. That's 12 damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Huh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Don't make me.
Do I have
that,
flex tape on me?
Of course you do. You always do. You're a Warforged.
Good, at
that
least I can fix that.
goes to Vega.
Yeah, and again. Actually, I want to throw my throwing axe. That's cool. 22 to hit. Damn, I'm doing good. Oh, 3 damage. That's lame.
Sad.
It spits out another piece of paper and glares at you. That goes to Boreas.
I was gonna say, that's an awkward pause.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted
No, it's okay.
getting texts from people I work with that are bad at their job.
Sounds right.
Oh no.
It's a good time.
Also like the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Does a. I got a nat 1, so that's not gonna hit. God damn it.
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna start picking up the papers.
Okay. Are you looking at the papers?
Do I have time to look at the papers?
Oh yeah, you do. It's an object interaction.
What do they say?
There is evidence on these papers of a conspiracy.
Ooh.
it appears that Mrs. Fowl worked undercover with Mr. Violet, got him to fall in love with her,
Ooh.
and then stole his idea
Yes.
for the flying machines.
That's some shady shit.
Well, we have our
Shady
heading.
lady there.
We just and the mimic sticks its tongue out and tries to slap at you, Hank. No, I'm just kidding. It's Hank's turn.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I'd go before the mimic.
You do.
Wait a minute. Well, now that we have that information, for my action, I'm gonna make a cannon, and it'll be a small-sized cannon, and it's gonna be a flamethrower. So give me a dex check.
Okay. That was a 15. I actually rolled pretty okay.
Well, that's annoying. You take half damage, so you'll take 4. That's half of what I rolled.
It melts.
Oh, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was.
And you
that,
see
that thing
behind it, or within it, like the skin basically like melts off, blah, 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 blah. And then there's just like a metal hole in the wall with like some more papers and some money and fake IDs and passports.
Fake IDs. Was she trying to get alcohol?
Yeah,
IDs.
and as you look over the bar on the other side of the room. Yeah, definitely.
I think she wasn't old enough to drink.
Gasp! Maybe she
Damn.
drank herself to death.
I've heard that is toxic. Well,
Definitely.
should we take these papers and head back to the party?
Yeah,
And
while
point
we're
this
going down, can I...
Flame-
Oh.
I've got a flamethrower.
Can I read what kind of invention she stole?
What kind of what?
Invention she stole?
Yes, she stole the plans for a combustion engine that is fueled without using flammable materials. So yes, it's a combustion engine, but like it's done in such a way that it actually cannot ignite. The it's like a controlled combustion engine. So like essentially it has. Oh my god, I cannot.
So there's
words
no
right now.
combustion.
No, there is combustion, but it's contained safely so that it allows like dirigibles and stuff to fly without risk of exploding them, essentially.
Explosions.
So
it's like a little nuclear reactor in each one.
It's like a normal
Each piston.
engine.
Yeah, but like
where it's contained.
More contained
and
and
it goes
protected.
patoo in a container.
Yeah,
and
okay,
it
fuck off.
combusts.
Yeah, okay, fuck
But
off.
I
don't know engineering. I'm a doctor, okay?
It's this radical thing. It's a combustion engine, but it's contained.
Davis, you're talking to people in healthcare. We don't know.
We don't know shit.
About
I don't know dick about engineering. I'm making this up right now.
That is clear.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
So I'm gonna. Well, this flamethrower can walk, so it's following us because I gave it legs.
Of course you did.
So we're just gonna. I'm just gonna point this at the guy that I think it is, but.
So you just walk down the stairs, you point it at Mr. Violet, and like throw papers at him?
I don't know about the paper throwing. I don't personally have the papers. I just have the flamethrower. This flamethrower, I'm also gonna say I gave it like 8 legs, so it's kind of weird
Violet,
looking as it like.
And he's like, oh god. Why are you pointing that at me?
J'accuse. Murderer.
Me? A murderer? Never. It's impossible.
I got nothing.
But you, I flutter by. I flutter by and drop the stuff that she stole from him. And I say, you might have loved her, but she broke your heart, didn't she?
Oh, God.
And he just looks down and he's like, fine, yes, she broke my heart. This evil temptress, she was married the whole time. The whole time we were doing our PhDs together, and she took my thesis idea and ran with it and succeeded, and now she makes millions while I'm stuck still working in academia making pennies.
That sounds like the worst.
It is.
That does sound terrible.
It's actually awful.
I'm so sorry.
You should be.
I hand you my knife. Say avenge yourself. Oh wait, you already.
I already
Wait,
did.
no.
Well,
That's the whole thing. But
Wait, you did.
I'm not done yet. And he pulls out a remote control and hits a button, and statues along the two statues along the wall come out and start marching forward, and out of the floor a bunch of little automaton insects come skittering out and around your feet, and he's like, I intend to take foul industries down from top to bottom.
Man, I should have fired that flamethrower.
And everybody, you don't have to re-roll initiative. I'm just gonna keep y'all's initiative. That is Daga. How do you respond to this?
I want to take my knife and stab it into his kneecap.
Okay.
I guess it's got to be a hand axe. That's what I have, but for the sake of
It's the
Well,
yeah.
it's a kitchen knife.
It's a huge knife. It's a huge kitchen knife. Yeah.
Okay. 12.
You pulled on the mask.
Yeah.
12 hits. This man is a nerd.
Oh no. Only 2 damage.
He screams and grabs his knee and is like, oh, how dare you, my automatons, avenge me! And he falls down and scrambles backwards a little, but not really because it's not his turn.
Can I do non-lethal flamethrower damage?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can always do non-lethal damage, bro.
With fire?
Yeah! You just burn their feet.
I burned his legs so irreparably that I didn't kill him, but he's never gonna walk again.
Exactly. Boreos, it is your turn.
I go and try to take the remote? Maybe like a dexterity.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check.
Or could I use, if I use ice knife, could I attack him and then, you know how it does residual damage?
Mm-hmm.
Can that residual damage be at the remote?
Absolutely.
All right, let's try that instead. Maybe I'll freeze him up to the floor before he paralyzes him for life. Dice. Does a 12 hit?
12 hits him, yeah.
Oh,
he's a nerd.
He's a nerd, he's weak.
He's probably almost dead already, in all honesty. Probably only has 8 hit points.
Yeah, he got 5 damage.
He screams.
And then
I didn't! Why are you doing this?
5 damage to the remote too.
Alrighty, and it will hit the automatons in the area too. So the 2 big ones. Oh, okay, because they have moved in front of him. Well, beside him, clearly not in front of him. That goes to Hank.
I'm gonna use.
I'm
gonna use shocking grasp on him to kind of fry his brain and knock him out. Yeah, that's a 23, so that's gonna hit. And that's 8 damage.
He starts vibrating and he's like, automatons attack! And he like hits another button on the remote and they go and then all the little oh, you have more turn?
I for my bonus action I'm gonna fire my flamethrower at the 2 big ones behind him.
Okay.
Because I can move it and it can fire. Give me a dex.
Dex. 1 is a 10 and 1 is an 8.
Both fail, so they both take 10 fire damage.
Fuck. They are looking hurt. I rolled like crap for initiative, so all the bad guys go at once. Literally, I rolled like shit. So the little automaton bugs start scrambling up. And there's 3 of you. So can I just get your all y'all's AC so I can just tell you if it hits, because that will be easier.
14.
15.
I'm just as hard to hit as a tiny bird.
Okay.
But just
so
a bit
those
better at not getting hit than a rabbit.
That is gonna hit Hank.
What?
You are going
child
to
man.
take.
Covered.
You're gonna take 9 damage. Oops, I rolled max. That was on 1 hit.
Hank
one of the
loses
bugs-
lots of chunks.
One of the bugs just like crawls inside you because you've got all these different like plastic pieces, and then Dega. Oh fuck, that's a net 20, bro.
Dude, why you do me like this?
Because I'm the worst. Oh my god, and I rolled max damage.
You kidding me?
You're gonna take 11 damage. You're gonna take 11 damage.
Man, I'm glad I have cure wounds.
And then the 2 large automatons step forward, one reaching towards Boreos and one reaching towards Hank.
Please.
Oh fuck.
Please.
I just rolled a nat 20 on Boreos and a 19 on Hank. All my good rolls got saved for hurting you. I'm sorry.
Sure you are.
Well, I'm
We're
down.
gonna die.
Well, okay, so Hank,
I
the
got
one that is
crit
coming
right
towards you is not actually a stabbing weapon, it is a large net. So he lifts up his arm and he goes, and his net fires out and grapples you. So you are essentially restrained at this point. And then Boreos, you are actually going to take damage. That is... that is 12 damage.
Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Violet screams and casts invisibility on himself and then runs away. So you guys can't see him. And that is his turn because he's a coward. That goes to you, Dega.
Good thing the doors are locked down.
So there are 2 large automatons that are looking not too hot. One of them with a cable attached to a net that is restraining Hank. And then there are a shit ton of little bugs just like skittering about.
Am I still in rage?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to bite the nearest ankle.
That would be Hank's. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm down.
Hank guides you around and throws you at the automaton.
A 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit one of the automatons, yes.
3 damage.
Oh,
Weak little bite.
Plus something to that while you're in a rage?
Can't tell.
Who knows?
For a melee attack, you should. You should have like
With
a plus 2.
strength weapons.
I'd say your mouth is your strength.
Let me take
2 5.
You rip the leg off. of one of
Yeah.
the automatons, and it just falls down.
They keep chewing it.
You can't be that
What
good
is-
of
you haven't described what Dega's rage looks like. What does Dega's rage do to her?
Similar to her Chucky impression. Her her eyes get buggy and like all of her hair stands on end, so it makes her look bigger than she is, but also cuter to some. And her eyes, they're big, but they're bloodshot in like a crazy way, and her nose twitches more, and her mouth starts chomping like that and doesn't stop chomping like one of those wind-up toys.
Oh my god, I hate
Fairly terrifying.
Yep, it's amazing. It's amazing. That goes to Boreos.
I'll cast Healing Word on. I'll do Hank first because it seemed like he got.
Am I at 1 HP? Yes.
Oh, now you're at 7.
Woo!
Or no.
You-
7 is better than 0.
And then can I make a perception check to see if I can find him?
Oh
And then
yeah,
if
absolutely.
I want to just fly above him. Or try to land. Just land on him. Nope, I got a 10.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the invisibility working, you are unable to pinpoint his appearance. That goes to Hank.
Give me one second.
There is currently a swarm of bugs around all of you, and one larger automaton with a net that is attached to you, and you are restrained.
If I destroy that automaton, does it just make it easier to get out of the net? I'm assuming. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my flamethrower bonus action to attack that automaton. Give me a dex.
Fun fact, automaton's not the best at dex. Oh, but I rolled really good.
What'd you get?
19.
Okay, so it does save, but it's still half damage.
Okay.
Which is 5. It's 5 damage.
That's exactly the hit points, bro.
Exactsies!
Yeah.
And then, what does it take to get out of the net? Or is that something I can't do until end of my turn kind of thing? I don't know how that works.
No, you can. It's an action. It is an action.
It is an action.
It is a strength check.
Gotcha. And then another question. We know if I do like fairy fire and he's invisible, can invisible that can impact invisibility things, right? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a 20-foot
Love a good fairy
cube.
fire. Mm-hmm.
So I kind of gotta guess still.
Uh-huh.
Make a perception check
I will-
first and then.
Either that, or you can just roll a luck check. I'll leave.
I'll roll a luck
or-
check.
Yeah.
I like that
check.
idea better. 19.
Oh, you've got a pretty fucking good idea where he is.
Okay, I'm gonna cast fairy fire in that spot, so he starts to get outlined in a glow. If he fails the what is it? It's a dex. Everything's dex today.
Yeah, for real. That's like my wizard character. Everything I had was Constitution saves, and I was in Icewind Dale, so everything had really good Constitution, and it sucked ass.
Good thing I'm fighting not good Constitution.
What's your save?
13.
Unfortunately, he does not begin to glow, but all of the insects around you are now glowing, and they are more vulnerable.
Yep.
That goes to our buggy friends. First off, 2 are going to attack Boreos. Both of them hit, unfortunately. And I've rolled... You're down. I'm sorry, I rolled max damage again.
I fall to the floor.
Little skittering bugs crawl into your feathers and begin nibbling on your skin, and you collapse to the floor. And Dega, only 1 hits you. Good lord, I need a different d6. For 7 damage, which is halved because you're in a rage.
Right. So 4 or 3.
Round down.
Okay.
And Hank.
No.
1 does in fact hit you.
Please be low.
For 5 damage.
Okay, I'm still alive. Hanging on.
And Violet is still invisible, and he's a coward, so there's no fucking way he's coming out of invisibility to do anything. So that goes to Dega. There's a pile. There's a lot of bugs that you can bite.
I'm gonna bite so many bugs. 22 to bite a bug.
Yeah, you fucking bite that bug.
4.
You like rip it in half. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Oil starts spraying everywhere. That goes to Boreas.
A 19 for my death save.
Nice save. Hank.
I'll use my action to get out of the net now.
I thought you did that last turn.
No, because I cast Fairy Fire.
Oh, that's right.
Instead, because I was hoping. What was that, strength, right?
Yeah. And you have advantage.
Bubba, come here.
17.
Yeah, you get out.
Okay, and then for my bonus action, flamethrower, I'm gonna just fire. It's a 15-foot cone, so I'm gonna fire around the area that I thought he was for the fairy fire.
Got it.
You give me a dex.
Yeah, it's fail.
Well, he takes 8 fire damage.
He immediately pops into visibility and starts screaming and like patting himself down. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And he like runs over and like dunks some punch bowl over himself. To quench the fire.
Burn juice.
I know, right? It's delicious. That goes to the bugs.
Don't hurt me.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Neither of them hit you, Hank.
Thank you.
Boreas, they are not going after you. They are, in fact, terrorizing other guests now. God damn it!
How many guests have died?
A nat 20 on Dega. That's 10 damage to Dega, halved to 5 because you're in a rage. That goes to Dega. Your
How's
turn.
Dega looking?
Not super. Few patches of hair missing. The chatter's a little slower, but still chattering. I'm gonna pounce another bug for 13.
That will hit.
Please be good. Damn it. 5 damage.
5 damage does it.
Yay.
You chomp another one.
I love the bugs. Delicious.
Chomp, chomp. That goes to Boreas. Give me another death saving throw, please.
We're fine.
A 16. Okay, you should
Okay,
just kill
woo.
everyone.
There you go, Hank.
Well, so don't get you up.
You should, at this point, if you really want to, you can. But you're gonna have to do another round of these things
That's
hitting
fair.
you if we
I'll,
don't kill that guy.
Yeah, I'll my flamethrower will go after the bugs. So if you can give me dex for those.
Okay. It can. I'm gonna say it can get at least 3 in its fire, in its crossfire.
15 foot.
Most 2 passed, 1 fail.
Okay, so the fail takes 8, the other 2 take 4.
Okay.
I'm going to smack this guy with a mace.
Love it. Love it.
Oops, I dropped my die. Give me a sec. There we go.
Hank's like, well, we were using weapons and we were doing this like, the fancy way, and he pretty much is just like killing us. He's just like, fuck this.
Yo,
And he goes back to his pirate face and just smacks them.
Right, reverted immediately.
13 to hit.
You
Yup.
decided fight pirate.
A 7 bludgeoning.
He looks pretty goddamn hurt. And he like crumples to the floor and like spits out punch that had gotten into his mouth when he poured it over himself to put out the fire.
Stay down, or I will go further.
I
Tell him to
can't.
turn his things on.
I won't. And I refuse. Save me, buggies! And the bugs start crawling towards you again.
Oh frick! This could be bad.
Oh, thank God.
I'm at 3.
I rolled 2 4s.
Thank you.
And the third one was a 5.
Thank
So,
goodness. I'm at
and then
3
Dega,
health.
the other 2 that are attacking you, one hits Dega.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 4 or 5. Halved to 2.
Halved.
Halved to 2.
Okay.
And the professor screams out, "You'll never take me alive!" Slaps his hand together and 4 more of him appear. And they all scream that together. That goes to Dega.
Jesus Christ.
If they're within a 15-foot range of each other, I'm just gonna flamethrower this guy.
Does the 12 still hit a bug?
That 12 does hit a bug.
Bite that mother trucker for 4.
I'm gonna say you grabbed the 2 that Hank already kind of hurt and snapped both of their necks.
I want to
Love
slap
it.
them together.
Oh yeah,
And then-
maracas!
Rip them.
I mean to scare you. It's okay.
Okay, that goes to Boreas.
Death
Gotta see if I
save.
died. One fail. I got a
I thought you were saying you got a 1 and I was gonna start crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm not dead yet.
I've been in
Okay,
this
good.
position
We'll see.
before. I'm getting you up because I've been in that position before and I've died. So I'm not letting that happen.
True.
No.
No,
Honestly,
no. In a different game I was playing, I had 2 successes and 1 fails, then rolled a nat 1. Not seen another character die to that.
Oh,
Yeah, but how
Hank, it's
funny
your
would it
turn.
be the same day that Jess finishes drawing Boreas? We just go on.
You know what? That's fair. I didn't
It would
think
be
about it
poetic, certainly. Tank's next to have your tank top drawn. That's it.
that way. Nice.
Hank, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm cure woundsing Boreas
Oh, how generous.
for 10 HP. And then my flamethrower is just gonna shoot in the area where this guy's clones are. Give me a dex.
That's a 9, and then I believe I gotta look up. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know how this would work.
It's not clones, it's mirror image.
Yeah.
I just gotta remember how this all works because it's been a minute.
Isn't that the one where like you have to like roll to see which one you hit or
Uh-huh.
something?
I just need to know
But
which
it's a
dice.
15-foot cone.
That's why I'm looking it up.
Only I had fireball. I should have taken a different class.
Doesn't say. So I'm gonna say like how it's gonna work is like one of the duplicates like steps in front of him. If it like passes.
Want to see him burn?
It does. It does. So one of the duplicates stands in front of him and goes poof.
Well, that duplicate took 16 damage.
That duplicate be super dead.
Damn.
I rolled freaking max.
Nice. That goes to our buggy friends. 2 are on
They're
Dago,
not
1 is on
friends.
Hay. They're friends.
They're not
Very
friends.
friendly. And
They're
that
not
one
friends.
rolled the nat 1 to hit you, so be nice.
Not friends.
Both of them other ones did hit Dago though.
Yeah.
And I rolled
Got him.
max damage and then minimum damage, so So 13 halved to whatever. 6.
This is getting rough, guys.
That goes to Dega.
Oh boy. Who's left?
You got 3 bugs and
Duplicates.
Dr. Violet with duplicates.
3 clones.
Dear God. Oh boy.
Oh golly.
Oh geez. Oh boy.
Oh goodness.
Let's see. Oh geez. All right. Well, we're still biting. That's our best bet at this moment for some good damage.
Good idea. Good idea.
15 hit. I guess I'll keep working on the bugs.
Okay.
Come on. 4.
You've been rolling so bad.
Have you been adding
this
your
entire time?
Yes.
Have you been adding your +3?
Yes.
+2.
+2.
Or the +2 on top of the regular?
On top of the +1, yep.
I've rolled 1s and 2s the whole time.
Good
On
lord.
a D8.
Depressing.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, for real.
Well, you do almost smash one. You like rip its legs off, but it still can bite you.
Great. Love that for me.
That goes to Boreas. 3 buggies and 2 men. 1 man.
What does the...
3.
Oh,
1
man.
3 men.
Oh, I meant
All
3 men. 3 men.
Okay. And his clones can jump in the way and take a hit for him?
Annoying.
Okay. If I create water and I create 50 gallons,
Mm-hmm.
can I wash everyone? Can I just wash everything away?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna create water in a cube, 50 gallons worth. I'll do it at I think it's a 2nd level to do that.
Okay.
Much.
Nice.
And then hopefully it washes the bugs away, like far enough that it at least takes them a few rounds to get back. I don't know what it's gonna do to the mirror images, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna kill him.
The mirror images kind of flicker, so for half of a second you can see which one is the real one, but then he like hops around and it's like, haha, which one is it? Ha ha ha!
Classic
And then
3-card Monty.
bugs, I'm gonna roll dexterity for them. 1 saves, so 1 is still gripping onto Dega, and the other 2 are washed off. So that goes to Hanky.
I'm gonna first flamethrower the guy again. Give me another dex.
That is a 17.
So that saves. But that means half damage. But you gotta roll your thing to see who it hits, right?
Mm-hmm. Roll your damage.
8.
Oh, you lucky bastard. The 2 images poof as Dr. Violet screams, no, and collapses to the floor.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. Just singeing his legs.
Yes, his legs are in fact singed.
And then I guess for my action, I'm just gonna mace some bugs.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit bugs?
12 does hit bugs.
That is 9 damage. Jeez, I just rolled
you
double
killed
2 max damages, man.
You killed 2 bugs with 1 stone.
1 mace. 2 bugs, 1 mace.
2 bugs, 1 mace. There is 1 bug left and it is gripping onto Daga's ear with vengeance. Daga, you take another 6 damage.
Oh, that's
Half the three.
good.
Half
That's
the 3.
right. Okay, I'm down to 2 friends, so
That's fine. I'm sitting at 3.
it's fine. It's fine.
We're doing great. What's the Colonel doing?
The Colonel's just watching. He's like, well, "Good show, old chaps. You're doing wonderfully."
So
And
he's that kind of
Bartholomew's in the
security
corner,
guard.
just like shaking.
Oh.
That goes to Dega. You have a bug on your ear. It's biting you.
I'm biting it back.
Give me an attack roll.
6.
6 does not hit.
My worst attack.
No.
It's so offensive.
No, how dare. No fair. You cheat.
So rude. That goes to Orius.
I'll cure wounds, both of you, at a level 2 is when I can do 2 people, right?
I have no idea.
I thought
actually, Cure
I don't.
Wounds.
Cure Wounds does not do that. It just ups the number of dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just cure wounds like normal, and then you get 8 back.
Who?
I did max. I did really good for both of those rolls. And I look at Hank and go, "Please, for the love of God, kill it." And this.
That goes to Hank.
15 to hit the bug.
Yeah, that hits the bug.
And max damage again, which is 9.
The bug is exploded.
It just completely explodes while holding onto your ear.
You got an earring out of
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna say, is it perfectly like where it's biting it?
Dega has an ear piercing now, and it's just the bug's head that's still attached.
That's
We're gonna look awesome going back to the ship.
Keeping it.
Yeah, we went to a fucking party, all right.
Don't worry about it.
Admiral Mustard comes up and is like, good show, chaps, wonderful work. I'll take over from here. And he grabs Dr. Violet by the arm and is like, come on, young sir, it's time to be put in your place, and that place is jail. And he slaps him.
Yeah.
freeze frame. Be continued. And it just is a shot of the flying ship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It skips us
No,
all.
what? No, what? Yes, that's how we're gonna do it. I don't even need to narrate it. We're just gonna fucking do that. It speeds through a scene of you guys yay, and then going off to meet somebody, and then him working on the ship for a week, and then the
Like a
ship
VHS
goes,
on double fast forward.
Yeah, exactly. And then it goes, woo, and then your ship flies up into the clouds and goes,
And then press play.
And then press play, and that will be next session.
Amazing.
Wonderful work, everyone. You've done it. You solved my mystery.
Oh, we love it.
Yay!
I knew it from the sweat.
We knew
I knew it.
it all along.
I suspected it the whole time.
Full time. Sure you do, Vega.
Sure did.